Hey, but what's up? Ultramag64 here. So, I'm gonna try and keep this as brief as possible, but knowing me, it's probably gonna end up being like a 30-minute video. That was just meant to say one thing, but hey, you know, whatever. I'm a rambly, bumbly little fudge. Anyway, there's going to be a slight mix-up in content this coming weekend. I know the bulk of my content is usually done on the weekend. However, this weekend is going to be kind of different. For you see, April 6th through the 9th, I will be going to Dallas Fan Expo. Now, you might ask, what is Dallas Fan Expo? Well, it is a convention held in the Dallas County Convention Center that I am attending. Granted, I've not got any panels set up or anything. In fact, I'm not even on, like, any sort of guest list for that. I just really wanted to go. This will be actually my first convention ever in ever. So, hey, I mean, yeah, it's gonna be, I don't know, honestly. I want to say fun, but honestly, I am kind of terrified because I don't know what you do with these things. I'm assuming it has something to do with fun. But regardless, that's where I'm going to be this weekend. Now, granted, since I kind of live in Texas, it's not going to be like I'm just leaving and not leaving you guys with anything. But I will be spending majority of the weekend there, and I'm not sure if I'm going to have time to live stream this weekend. I had planned on doing a few things, such as Legends of Equestria's new winter wrap-up, expansion patch thing, along with some drawing and something else on probably Saturday. I honestly didn't know. I didn't plan that far ahead. Now then, let's say you're attending the Dallas Fan Expo, and you're like, hey, this Magnus guy, I kind of want to meet him, perhaps, maybe, in a sea of literally thousands of people, but, you know, dream big, you dreamer, you! Well, I've got good news for you. Since I'll be kind of roaming around doing whatever, if you run into me, hey, say hi. I'm not afraid to, you know, give hugs, handshakes, or, you know, sign things. I honestly don't know what you people would want me to do if I met you in person. I'm not really sure. I've never done this kind of social thing. It's weird. But if you do happen to see me roaming around, which, by the way, I'll be roaming around most of the day, probably in a group of people, but don't let that dissuade you from saying hi. After all, Fan Expo is all about the fans of various things, and if you're a fan of mine, then hey, I want to meet you and say hi. Thanks for being awesome. But on Friday, I'll be arriving around 4 to 5-ish, depending on work and whatnot, but I'll be staying probably for most of the night. Then, on Saturday, I'm going to be there at opening, which is 10 a.m., and probably staying most of the day there, perhaps leaving early, but my plan is to stay till 7. And then on Sunday, the convention is at 10 to 5, and I'll probably maybe clock out early there, just so that way I can start my work week, and also do some drawing and whatnot. But, like I said, if you happen to see me, which I will be cosplaying at this convention, Friday, I'm going in work clothes because I'm literally leaving from work, so I mean I won't be the most fabulous dressed there probably. But on Saturday, I will be dressing up as May from Night in the Woods. Now, granted, unfortunately, I am not a female, so therefore I've kind of had to mess with May's setup a bit, and unfortunately the wig is not exactly ready yet, but I'm going to try and work on that before the convention happens, which might not happen. But, you know, wigs is just wigs. I probably should work on the wig for next time, but that's neither here nor there. But if you happen to see a May man, then, yeah, that's probably me. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any pictures of me, you know, rocking the whole thing, but just kind of Photoshop a wig on there with cat ears and blew up my beard, and yeah, you've got me, essentially. And then on Sunday is going to be probably the hardest way to find me. If, again, in the sea of thousands of people, but, you know, that's... Dream big. Dream big. That's the key phrase today. On Sunday, I will be dressing up with my group as the Court of Owls from Batman vs. Robin. And I will be rocking this suit here. Unfortunately, I don't have pictures of me in the suit because I actually had to take it to the cleaners because I bought it from Goodwill, and I am not going to wear something from Goodwill that I have not cleaned first. Because you never know what's in there. Probably nothing, to be honest, but better safe than sorry. But that one might be a little hard since, you know, the Court of Owls wear masks, and, you know, it's kinda hard to identify me when I'm just wearing a mask. But hey, if you see me, say hi, hug me, you know, do whatever. I don't care. I will gladly sign things. Again, don't really know how this social fan thing works. But yeah, all I wanted to say is I'm attending Fan Expo Dallas, and also content might be a tad light this weekend. We'll see. We'll keep things loose, keep things limber, and just see what happens. Who knows? I might upload more vloggy stuff. Honestly, I'm not much of a vlogger because I can't stand to look at myself in the mirror with my cameras. But hey, you know what? You people are worth it. And plus, I mean, this is, again, my first ever convention, and I'm really kind of excited about it, but also terrified, but also excited. And I can't wait to see what kind of cool stuff it is. I'm hoping I find some Celeste stuff. Like, there's a big old artist gallery place area thing where you can buy stuff. And I'm like, I'm kind of hoping I find my kind of game stuff in there. Like Celeste, Night in the Woods, you know, all those other kind of smaller, niche games. And maybe some horsey things. So, yeah. I might bring Fluttershy along for this. I mean, I know it should kind of clash with the whole May cosplay, but at the same time, having a plushy friend by your side to kind of cuddle you and help with the anxiety and social anxieties is probably a good idea. I should probably bring my Persona 5 bag. That thing's probably a good con bag, right? Yeah. And the Switch. I should bring my Switch. Ah, maybe they've got Wi-Fi. I can blew up some Splatoon! I love me some Splatoon. Also got me a new Switch, by the way, for those that are interested. You might have seen me online. I'm, trying to grind my way back up to my previous level in Splatoon 2, and it's, well, it's a grind. And also very, very frustrating, because at times I'm like, I just want my darn Splat Doolies again! But I can't have them! I'm rocking the standards, and it's just soul-crushing. But yeah, like I said, rambly, bumbly little fudge. But anyway, guys, I'm UltraMag64. If you're planning on going to any conventions this year, I suppose, let me know in the comments below. I'm thinking maybe going to BronyCon, but I'm honestly not sure. I'd have to check and see when and where that is exactly this year, and I don't know, depending on travel expenses and whatnot, that might be doable. We'll keep it loose. Unfortunately, Nightmare Nights Dallas is closed down, so there's not really any brony-centered conventions in my area, which makes this a little hard. Really wish I'd gone to BronyCon. Ah, well. Guess there's always, you know, the next convention. Who knows, maybe something else will come in to fill its place. I should probably go. I've got other things I need to do, like prepare for a con. I really, really need to stop rambling. I just keep talking to myself. I don't know when...